I learned a while back in communication that it doesn't really matter what I say, right? It doesn't really matter how well crafted if there is just a little bit of other intention, some sort of meaning that's embedded in there that's really hard to see. Uh, Sometimes we call these like hidden agendas or hidden messages, but it's very hard, right, to pull them away and understand tonally and also structurally what is happening. Sometimes those things are unintentional, but I think that sometimes if I can ask myself, what do I mean here? And by that, just to be clear, like that might be, what do I want them to hear versus what do I want them to do? There might be like a meaning here, like an intention that I'm trying to communicate that isn't actually helpful to the message, right? Like I want you to back off, or I want you to leave me alone, or I want you just to trust me. Like that's sort of like, I want you to know that you're an idiot, or whatever the thing is that like I am trying to actually communicate without knowing I'm trying to communicate it. If I can become aware of that and I can just put that aside, think about like putting it on a shelf, right? And I can just put it away. Then I can kind of get a sense of clarity about, but what do I actually want you to hear, right? I may want you to go away, but what I really want you to hear is that I want your trust. I want to know you believe in me, right? I don't really want you to go away so much as I want you to show me that you trust me. And that kind of clarity can help me craft a message that is radically different than the kinds of passive aggressive, manipulative language that we will oftentimes come up with when we have these meanings, when we have these desires that work their way into it. So if you're in this moment where you're trying to craft an email or you're going to speak up in a meeting and you're annoyed, you notice that you're annoyed, you're agitated, ask yourself, like, what do I mean in this moment? And does it match what I want them to hear? What do I want them to hear? And can I put the meaning, if it's not helpful, put it aside and focus on what I want them to hear? Because if you can do that, you're going to get more clarity. You're going to be able to close the gap with people in the room, and you have a chance that you may actually be understood, right? A chance that you may actually be able to work together and collaborate in a different way, in a new way, a way where people are saying the honest truth to each other and they're saying what they mean and they're communicating in a way that can be heard. I think that's a goal worth fighting for.